So, hello. Good. I'm Marcel. This is Shawn, and together we are teaching yoga each day on Twitch. And you're invited to join. The video sessions are also uploaded to YouTube afterwards. And other than that, Shawn is here for motivational and energy purposes. I'm Marcel, and I'm for torturing you here, but no, not really today, because we're taking it really slow. I'm kind of sick, and if you're kind of sick, you're in luck, because we will go really slow and just connect with our body, just see where this leads us, be aware of our body, do something good for ourselves. Not really hard breathing or anything, like just being aware, being here, being accepting of if you're a little sick, you can be accepting of it. That's all right. Give your body some rest. So nothing like exhausting today. So first of all, I invite you to come to a sit. You can sit down on the floor on some books or a sitting pillow, or you can also sit up in a chair for the moment. Later on we're going to lie down on the floor. So please make sure you have some warm clothes. That is fine, so that you're not getting cold or anything. And then come to a sit on the floor. By the way, this is Wushili. Wushili is my cat, and she's just there, also enjoying some rest time. So come to a floor and just sit up straight. We don't do anything particular with our breathing here. If the breathing changes, it changes. If it's not changing, just let it be. We're just sitting up straight. We're feeling our sitting bones. You can also close your eyes here if you like. We're feeling our sitting bones touching the floor, touching the books, touching the sitting pillow, touching the chair, or whatever you're sitting on. And they're getting long from the sitting bones to the head, up to the head. And you feel getting longer through the spine to the top of the head. You can close the eyes. If you're completely healthy at this moment, you can be grateful for that. Or if you're a little bit sick, you can also be grateful that your body is kind of sick, you know. It's like recovery time for you, and you can give your body permission to do so, to recover. Feel grounded through the sitting bones to the top of the head. Feel also maybe the other connections through the body. Maybe if you're sitting up in a chair, feel the connection towards your feet. If you're sitting on the floor, maybe to the knees or to the lower legs, to the feet. Feel these connections into the floor. Place the hands where they feel comfortable, even deeply. Hey, Spunker Dude. By the way, what's your name? Today is a perfect session for you to join in if you like. I just started out and I couldn't record before this day because my camera was just not working very well. Hi Tyler, great Great to know your name now. So today, as I'm a little bit sick, we're taking it really slow, and we're just bringing awareness to our body and just warming up our body a little bit, but we're not so if you if you're not having on much, you want to dress up a little bit, because we're not exhausting ourselves today. It's just more like sitting. Every time you feel like you want to change your sitting position, feel free to do so. And if it starts to hurt you in any kind of way, you can feel, just change the sitting position. So, awesome, good. You guys are really a swimming type of guys. Yeah. So, find a very comfy seat, connect to your sit and feel the length again through the sitting bones to the top of the head. And get longer. Now let's start to warm up the fingers a little bit. Just first the right or hand and the left. Shake them off. And then we connect them together and we start turning the wrists a little bit. It's really relaxed today, no sweating going on, nothing. So if you're still wet, you might want to get towel and really be dry. And the lesson will go like 35 minutes around this. Good. And then take one hand and we go with the thumb and the index finger, and we draw along the bone of the finger, and we draw just a little bit out the finger, and then we go to the next finger and we go through the bone, through the whole bone. So we grab on both sides and we draw out to the finger, and we just pull a little bit there when we're at the end. And we go do this with all the fingers one time. Go through we press onto the bone on the finger, and we just draw it a little bit out. And pinky as well. And we move our fingers on this hand, and we give our big muscle here next to the thumb also some massage. So it's also bring the awareness to the hand. We're bringing the awareness to the hand. How does that feel? And again, shake it off. Maybe your hand feels a little bit different, and then we go on with the other hand. Okay, then it's good. It's awesome. And we go again from the thumb. First through the bones, we grab onto the thumb and go until the very point of the thumb, and we just draw a little bit there. And we go to the next finger. Go through and draw a little bit on this finger. And again, next finger. Press the thumb and the index finger together on the hand. And draw just a little bit out. This is really a hand massage. So if you have a girlfriend, you can give this kind of massage to her, and she will be really, yay! Or a boyfriend, of course, will really enjoy this. And then again, go here and the big muscle on the thumb, and also give yourself a massage there. Check how this feels now. And release, shake the hands a little. That's good. That's good. I'm wearing other shorts. The other day I wore like even smaller shorts. These are a little bit longer, but I really like these. Yeah, small shorts, especially for teaching yoga. You can show the poses better, in my opinion, of kind of what the muscles are doing. I mean, I could go shirtless and everything, and you would really see what's going on in other poses. But yeah, that's not really appropriate. So short short pants are okay, but shirtless, not really. So yeah, yeah, okay. So let's go on. Um, we're going. We have warmed up the fingers now. We have warmed up the wrists a little bit. We warm up the wrists some more. We can put our hands down on the floor and we can push against one hand and we push into our wrist here. Then we turn it to the other side so that we're having the hand, the palms towards the sky, and we press again into the wrist, and you can turn it around and check how far you can go on each side and just press a little bit down into the floor. Give yourself as well a massage here, and also turn the wrist here around the left to the right. Check how far you can go and then release. Don't go too far, of course, just a little. And again, the other side, changing the sides. Again, palms to the sky, palms pointing towards the sky, and turn the wrist around and just push a little bit with your weight down, not with all the weight, just a little. Exactly, awesome. And turn the hand around again and do the same with the palms facing toward the earth. And just turn it around a little. Check how this feels and shake the whole arms again. Good job. So now we're warming up the hands. Put the hands together. Yeah, tank top. This would be okay. Yeah, I will get some. I've got one here, but I probably will buy one or two others very soonish. That's a good idea. Yeah, thanks, Tyler. So rip the hands against each other, make them a little bit warm, feel the warmth, and then we want to take the hands and put them really close to our eyes. We can close our eyes here, and we just put them over the eyes and feel the warmth from our hands. We don't need to press against the eyes. We just put them slightly, maybe 1 millimeter or 2 millimeters off the eyes, and then we can go closer and closer, and we can touch the eyes and just feel the warmth of the hands. And releasing it again. Good. Releasing it. Finding a good seat again. Finding this rootedness again through the sitting bones to the top of the head. And then we start to move our shoulders a little bit forward, upward, back and down. Forward, upward, back and down. Yeah, she usually loves her box. So usually is kind of like in English is, what's it called again? Fluffy. It's like fluffy. Usually is like German, Swiss German for fluffy. And yeah, she's really fluffy. So And just move the shoulders. You can put the hands on your legs and move kind of like back and forth. Exactly. Yeah. So small. She's not really small. It's like she's already 20 years old. I probably said that quite a lot. Some of the last videos. So. Ah, yeah. By the way, did you see the follower goal? That's kind of like whoa. Okay, awesome. Something to do now. Some goal to attain. Just figured that out before. As I was fighting with the camera, I thought, oh, I'm just adding this there because now I want to do something else for a moment, and then I fought again with the camera. Yeah. But she had a son, kind of like a son kitten. That was called Tiny, and there you would have been right, because this kitten was really tiny. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for wishing me best of luck. I don't need any luck, you know. Okay, so from the shoulders, we leave the shoulders be and we go to the neck here. From the neck we go with the right ear to the right shoulders, slowly. And we breathe in slightly, and when we breathe out we change the sides to the front, so we let our head fall to the front and go to the left side, left ear to the left shoulder. We don't want to draw the shoulders up here, we want to leave the shoulders on the kind of like hanging down. And breathing out, changing the sides again. Really going slowly, taking your time here. You breathe out, change the sides again. Let's take 2 breaths here. Change the sides. So today is all about accepting your body as it is. About giving your body some space to recover. If you have been swimming, recovering from the swimming, you can even swim more tomorrow like this. Like this, it's meant to connect with your body. Like where do you feel tension in your body, and maybe let go of this tension. And then come back down to the middle and raise your head up. And from here we're looking to the left and to the right, not with the eyes but with the neck, so we're turning to the left as far as you can, just until it stops, just with the head, and then back to the right. And just do this for some time, your own time. Now it's hard for me to read the messages like this. And then last time to the right, and then come back to the middle. Ah, hello Dad. Hello Dad of Tyler. Good to have you around. So, really cozy yoga lesson today. Nothing to sweat here. Just body awareness today. Just finished with the neck now. And we're going with the chest now. So find a cozy seat, and from here, where I'm turning, so you can see. Whoop. You can really see what I'm doing. Find a cozy seat, and from here round up, like, or arc up from the back, slowly up, kind of looking up as well, vertebra by vertebra, and then rolling down from the top of the head down, rounding the head, rounding the body, and rounding completely down to the hips. And then from here we're going up again slowly, really from vertebra by vertebra going up. And get down again, from the top of the head down, rounding, arc, and arcing again. You go some more times here. This is probably the most exhausting exercise that we do today of all the not exhaustive. I mean, this is not exhausting, right? So, and then rounding down. Connecting with your body, arcing up, and then rounding down again. Vertebra by vertebra down, and from the hips up, arcing, vertebra by vertebra up, and again from the top of the head down, vertebra by vertebra down. So, then we go further. You can release this movement again, and we bend a little bit sideways. Yabba. So come to a good sit, maybe cross-legged, it's all right, on the floor or up on some books, best. Put the right hand on the floor, extend the left hand to the right, and just get longer here. And then change the sides, work with your breath here. So we don't want to breathe deeply now here, we don't want to exhaust ourselves or we just want to relax. And we bend a little bit here. But you can connect with your breath, so when you breathe in, you can straighten the hand a little bit, and when you breathe out, you can change the sides. And from here we want to do a really small back bend. Back bend is kind of like what we did before in the arcing. So maybe come to your knees. And we just grab onto our hips. If you know this pose, you can of course go deeper, and we just lay back a little. We want to engage our belly button here, and just go really small. And go back up, and maybe go one more time. Really engage the belly muscles here, and then you can go for a back bend. And then come back up. We go one last time. Engage the belly muscles. Push a little bit back, and come back up. Good job. Release. And we come back to sitting pose. Really, really cozy. Try to maybe change your sit. If you sit with one leg forward before, maybe take the other leg forward now. And we're going further, and yeah, we just root ourselves down one more time, feeling the sitting bones pushing into the floor, and your head going into the air. And from here we release this sitting a little, and we extend one leg forward, and the other leg we lift above and put it next to the knee. From there we want to make sure that you don't stretch your knee completely through. So if you're sitting up on something, you might want to put something under your knee, or you can also sit down on the floor right now if you like. I'm sitting on the floor because it's just easier for me right now. Don't need to stand up and get something. Yeah, it's not that easy, right? With the back bend, it's not completely easy. So I hope you can see my leg. It's like just placed next to the knee. We grab onto the knee with the hand from the opposite. Also the opposite hand is grabbing the knee. Then we put our other hand to the back, and we breathe a little bit. And when we breathe in, we straighten up our body a little. When we breathe out, we turn a little. Again, breathing in, getting straighter, feeling a straight back, and breathing out, twisting a little bit, holding here on your leg. Breathing in, and breathing out. Especially if you do these exercises the first time, they are not easy. I mean, but there's so much resources in them that you can find and unpack and use in your life. When you breathe in, get longer. When you breathe out, you can twist a little and maybe look a little bit to behind or to the right hand or the other hand. However you're doing, just the back hand, if you like to say so. And then release this here. And we change the sides immediately. Straighten the other leg. How does the leg feel? Do the leg? Take the other leg, put next to the knee. Behind the back. Deep raising up and breathing out. Turning a little bit more, twist more. In again. In long. Your Let's go. Breath deep in. Straighten up through the spine. My mic is cutting in and out. That's bad. I don't know why this is. I think like if it's like shifting a little bit, it picks up clothing sounds. Test. 1, 2, 3. I think it's if I talk like this, it's fine, right? But if I start to move. Yeah, if I start to move, or if it's like turned, or in the cloth, then it's bad. Thanks for mentioning it. I need to find some solutions. So from here, we're going to lay on the floor. We're going for 10 more minutes, so we're really going slow at this pace, but that's really good. Thank you, man. Or maybe like 15 more minutes, I think. Yeah, 15 more minutes. So from here, we're lying back on the floor. And the first thing we're doing is we don't want to hit the cat. So make sure your legs are between the box of the cat, Thanks, man. Extend the hands above you, and then we straighten the right leg as far as you can, and we straighten the right hand as far as you can. We get really long. I hope you can hear me. And then we change to the left hand, and the left leg get really long. And change again, right leg, right hand, get really long. And go left and right a little bit faster. See what this does to your body. This feels in your back, in your whole body. Left long, right long, left, right long. You can also try to draw the belly in a little bit, so engaging the belly a little bit in. Left long, right long, left, right long. Okay, a few more times and then we stop. Good. And stop. And just connect to your body. How does it feel? And then we take up, I need to check. We take up one leg up. Grab on below the knee. And from there we just pull a little bit back, resting the shoulders on the floor if possible. And then we point up with the toes, point up with the whole foot. And from there we draw the whole foot down. Check what this changes to your stretch. Draw the toes down, and then we just point the toes back up. We kind of straighten the toes a little bit if possible. And then we push the whole foot back up, pointing upwards with your foot. And we draw again down, really bringing awareness to the toes, of how they can move. And again, drawing down the toes, drawing down the whole foot, and pointing the foot when it's drawn down, then pushing it up, pointing it upwards, and now just draw down the toes when it's pointing upward. Draw a little bit more and release back down, changing the sides, changing the sides. Yeah, cat yoga, yes, that's a good yoga. It's my favorite yoga. Again, drawing, attaching the hands under the knee, drawing back, shoulders resting on the floor. Just go for about 10 more minutes and then we're finished. Drawing in the toes towards our body. And from here, just releasing the toes. Foot is still drawing down. Standing the foot up into the sky, pointing up. Now, just drawing the toes back down, foot is still pointing upwards, then drawing the whole foot down. Toes are also drawing down. Pointing here a little, and pointing up, whole foot is pointing up. And draw the toes towards your body, only the toes. And then the whole foot one more time towards your body with the toes. Breathe in deeply and release. Now we take the feet up and we lay the ankle of one foot over the knee of the other foot, of the other leg. And then we grab on again under the knee of the foot that is standing on the floor, and we draw in. We draw up a little bit. This gives room in our lower back. And we just draw in a little bit. This gives room in our lower back and also stretches our other leg a little bit to the side, so you can push a little bit with your elbow The other leg to the side, if you like, just a little, don't overdo it, of course. Breathe in deeply and release, changing the sides, putting the other ankle over the other foot's, other leg's knee, and then drawing in below the knee, holding on lower than the knee and drawing in, shoulders rest on the floor if possible. Breathing in deeply, pushing the leg a little bit away here. Good job. It's really doing something good to yourself here. Going really slow. And releasing again. Extending the legs. Oh, no, not extending the legs, sorry. We're doing windshield wipers. They're really easy and feel really good. So you can come into cactus pose with your arms. The cactus pose is just laying the arms next to your body. So elbows on the floor, fingers pointing a little bit upward, next to your head. And then releasing the knees to the right. Elbows rest on the floor, shoulders rest on the floor. And then releasing the knees to the left. I need to shift a little bit so I can come down there. And then to the right again. And go left and right. This should really feel really good. Try to keep the shoulders on the floor. Just go left and right. You can lead the way with only one knee, and the other knee is pulling after, kind of like with the momentum. I like to do it like this. This feels really juicy. And then release. How much time do we have left? Yeah, some more minutes. Let's do this. Come into, again, like knees up. And feet are on the ground. This is a really good exercise for your back. For you, especially your lower back. It just kind of looks kind of awkward, but just wait and feel how it does feel in your body. So afterwards you will thank me, I think. So come here and elbows next to the body, fingers pointing upwards into the sky, and then lift the hips like 5 centimeters, or just like one hand off the ground with your muscles, okay, of course, and then release all the muscles there and go again. And you can go really fast here, and this is called knocking. So you want to go up with muscles and release the muscles, shake it down, and this is really giving you a great massage in the lower back, especially if you're sitting a lot. This releases a lot of tension, and you can go really fast here. Three, 2, 1, and release. Just breathe and feel how it does feel in your body. And we go one more time, but first breathe into there, to the lower back, and feel how it feels. And then let's go one more time, lift up slightly, and just let the hips crash into the ground, creating kind of a knocking sound. This is kind of like the most funny pose that I know. It does really feel good, but it does need some kind of like You need to overcome this kind of like, no, I feel this movement is kind of like, oh, yeah, this feels like, you know, maybe you know what I mean. And then release, breathe deeply. And from here, we just straighten our legs. We come into a short Shavasana. Yeah, floor twerk. That's so great. That's so great, man. You don't know, like coming up with these names is hard. This is great. Floor twerk. I mean, you can if you can make fun of it in this kind of way, then it becomes less awkward. It becomes really less awkward, and floor twerk is kind of like on point. I like it a lot. So in Shavasana, our feet are falling open to the side. Our hands, the palms are pointing towards the sky and rest next to our body. We close our eyes and we just be for a moment. I will sit up and you can just be for, let's say, 1 more minute, just lying down, and I will get you back out of it. 1 minute. Yeah, I liked floor twerk more. Sorry, just be in this position. Just be. Slowly start to breathe deeper. Start to move your fingers, start to move your toes. And when you're ready, draw the knees towards your body and shift your whole body to the left or the right. Coming to lie on the floor completely one more time. On the side body. Make it feel comfortable to you. Check in with all the muscles. Are the muscles released? Try to release all the muscles. So check in with the tongue. Is the tongue released? So released meaning like laying on the top of the upper palate. Top of the upper palate. Of the upper palate. Laying on the top. Laying on the upper palate. Laying on the upper palate. Yeah, exactly. And check in with the neck. Check in with the shoulders. Are the shoulders released? chest, the lower body, the hips, the legs, the feet, fingers, toes, and release everything to the gravity of the earth. Feel carried by the gravity of the earth. And breathe in one more time deeply. And the next breathe in, we sit ourselves up. Leave your eyes closed for this moment. Bring the hands towards your heart, together. And I thank you for practicing with me in this really, really slow and cozy, beautiful, slow 2 times lesson. And I wish you a wonderful day or night, and wonderful sleep, rest, wonderful activities if you have this coming up. And release the hands, open the eyes, and yeah, thanks to everybody that was here. Thanks to you, Tyler, for also. It's like, is my stream stuttering a little? Awesome. Thank you so much for being here and for entertaining me and you a little. Like, it's like, and for, yeah. Awesome. Good. Thanks for the feedback. So, yeah, tomorrow, or at least for me, I'm going to sleep very soon. We'll upload this video to YouTube, of course. I like to for everybody that sees this on YouTube, you can come to Twitch and ask me questions in real time. Of course, you can leave a comment on YouTube, and I will come back to this comment, and this really helps. Of course, like the video on YouTube. If you're here on Twitch, thank you so much for being here, and we'll see us very soon again, I hope so. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. And other than that, you found me also through Discord. You can ask me in my Discord channel any questions that you have. And then we'll see us back tomorrow. So, thank you so much for being here, Tyler. Have a wonderful day. And yeah, see you around, guys.